All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between our visitors and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Stay there. Stay there. Hey, bro, 80. Look for one. Hey, 79. 79. Christian, Travis. Shit. Alert 3. Keep it skinny. Wait, 89.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Rivers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. It's still a nice play by the defense.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The first down screen pass, good for 5. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Rivers. He's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
58 to Mike. Ready? 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From the 27, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
58 to Mike. And 31. Begin.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
31's the Mike. Watch the 31's the Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Fielded at about the 28. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Texans nothing.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready. 380. Right there in the middle. 55. White.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. It's caught by Bryant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 26 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. The 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 74 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Wait, 89.
Rivers to throw this time. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch the run. This side, baby, that's baby side. He's checking. Crash, switch. Left to right.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Jatavis Brown on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception here, Rivers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing Rivers. Bryant has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Badgley able to knock this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
3rd and long. It's Watson being chased out left. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Gordon on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the 41, Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Check. Crunch. 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 Joker. Load it. Wait. 89.
On first down, Gordon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 33 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a gain of 35. You got to give him the football again here. He gets the big run down to the 2. Pay it off.
I like it. I like the call, but here's always the question. How many times do we see the big runs and a guy pats his helmet and says, take me out? Why would you go out when you've got a chance to get it again?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Watson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Muscles him off. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Orange 5-4. 180.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Ty Long now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You're set. 19. Alert. Watch tight end. Tight right. Slow. Check. 4 down.
On 1st down, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. It's complete to Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 84 yards, and the Texans cut into that lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On the ground, it's Eckler. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Throwing, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A little track jump. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Different 80. Black 11.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from Houston.